Scott, and welcome to my video. Today we're going to cover how I'm going to cut the cable by using a streaming product called the ROKU Streaming Stick. So throughout this video, I'll give you demonstrations on how the ROKU works, configuration, what they call apps or channels or tiles or chiclets, and I'll give you my opinion on the product and the services and how I think I'll be moving forward with this. So hopefully at the end of this video you'll have some more information and you can make your own decision on how you want to proceed with cutting the cable. Okay, let's start with what is my problem. I don't have a problem with Spectrum. My cable service is fine, my internet service is fine. I think I'm one of the few people that don't have a problem. My issue is when Time Warner owned this, I could have as many TVs hooked up in my household and my bill did not change. When Spectrum came along, they changed the pricing policy. Now I gotta hook up a device to every TV I have in my household. Spectrum started scrambling the channels again. Well, now I gotta pay like anywhere from $5 to $8 a month to get the minimum service for each TV. I'm like, that's not gonna work for me. That's a lot of extra money that I never had to pay for a service before that I gotta pay now. So I've been hearing about these streaming sticks for a while. They used to be this French product, but this market has exploded. As a matter of fact, Amazon released a stat that said on Black Friday 2017, the streaming sticks were the #3 product that they sold online. So this is huge, and this is only gonna get bigger. So I figured I could buy an HD TV antenna for like $50 and hook it up to each TV, or I could spend the money and get in the game and start looking at these streaming sticks. So that's the route I went. I did some research and I decided I wanted to go with ROKU. I could have went with Amazon Fire Stick, I could have went with the Apple TV, I could have went with the Google Chromecast, but I decided to go with the ROKU. Matter of fact, I even went further and said I wanted to go with the ROKU Streaming Stick, and I ended up getting a Streaming Stick Plus. So the rest of this video, I'm going to demonstrate and we'll see if this ROKU Streaming Stick solved my problem where I just need regular content on some secondary TVs I have throughout my household. So here we go. For me, I ended up getting my product on a Black Friday. I figured that they'd be running on sale, and they did. I ended up getting a $70 version for $48 on a Black Friday sale at Walmart. And this is the product I got, the ROKU Streaming Stick. And it comes with this little bitty thumb drive. It really is about the size of my thumb, and it hooks in the back of my TV, and it fits in an HDMI slot, and then it has a USB power. So I hooked it into the USB port on the back of my TV, so it's all self-contained. Now if you don't have a USB connector on the back of your TV, you can plug it in to get power into the wall, but I just wanted everything self-contained. So the only other thing that came in this box besides the ROKU Streaming Stick, which is basically the size of my thumb, in the power supply, which I did not use, was this little bitty remote control. And you can see with the size of my hands, I am kind of like Donald Trump, I have big hands, but it really is a small remote control. It has very few buttons, but it has a pretty easy interface and it lets you do everything you want. Plus, it has an app that you can use on your smartphone, and it has basically, you can control your whole TV, and it has a virtual remote control that looks just like this. So once I unboxed the ROKU and I saw what little came in it and how small the device was, you know, I was expecting some big black box or something like the cable company gives you, but it was just it's a thumb drive. I was like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna work. Epic failure is coming my way. So I tried to put on my happy face and I went forward, and all I got with it for directions was this quick start slip. It's 5 steps. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is not gonna end well. So I put my happy face, I left it on, and I kept going forward, and I followed each step. And every step of the way I was like, dang, that worked. I kept going along. I got all the way to step 5 and it's like, dang, it worked. I've got content, I got channel, I'm online, I'm doing things. I'm like, so the installation was pretty straightforward. I was impressed. And this kind of stuff, I'm not easily impressed. I'm like, it should work, that's what I paid for, but this was like, I didn't expect it to work, and it worked. So I give them 2 thumbs up, If there was their YouTube channel, I would press like because they're easy installation directions. They worked. Alright, now I'm going to install the Roku stick. So this is the Roku stick. You can see it really is about the size of my thumb. There's the power connector. This is HDMI connector, and that's a USB connector. I have HDMI down here, and I have USB over here, so I'm going to make it self-contained. This cord came with the Roku stick. It's an extension for the USB. I plug it in. I'm going to take my Roku stick, and I'm going to plug it into HDMI 1. And then I'm going to plug the power supply into the USB port. And that's how long it takes to install the Roku stick. Okay, I've got the ROKU Streaming Stick installed on the back of my TV. Now I've got the remote control in my hand. I'm going to hit the power button. The TV little blue light came on. And my TV's coming on. Hooray. So what happens is it's in the HDMI 1 connection and boom, it's up. I got TV. So now using the remote, I'm just going to go over to my free Roku channel. And I click the OK button, and this is what it looks like when it comes up. There's my channel, and there's some features. Oh, I get to see Titanic. Go through a couple of these. Total Recall, I'm going to select that, and it says, hey, this came out in 1990, so I press play, and it's retrieving. So it kind of mimics a computer too. So this is the performance difference than what you get from a regular TV. And I'm using the sound. There's a sound button on the side here. I'm controlling the sound of my TV that way. So I've got it up pretty loud. It's going to come on. And now I'm controlling the sound with my remote control. Goes down, goes up. One controller doing all this. I'm going to press pause. So it's kind of like a DVD now at this point, really. The movies are. Alright, I'm just going to demonstrate to you how easy it is to add a channel. So we're just going to go after something that adds free streaming. So I'm on Roku home screen, and I'm going to go to streaming channels. And they got them all organized and everything, so you can find these different categories. I'm just going to go to a search channel, and I'm going to look for a Christmas related channel. And that seems kind of obscure, but since it's that time of the year, let's see what we got going. So I'm typing this in using my remote control, and I'm just going to the different letters, and over to the right, it's kind of like you see on your GPS devices. It's listing things based on the letters I've keyed into the bar. And so I just typed the word Christmas, and here I can look at all these different channels. It looks like I've got 23 results. So right there, this is 23 results. So I'm just going to scroll through them, and over here on the right hand side you can see information around it. Now notice right here, this channel is 99 cents. So I have to buy this channel. This channel looks like it's a bunch of screensavers. So there's all kinds of different stuff. So if you click one, then down here it tells you a description. It costs 99 cents to subscribe to this channel or its content. So some of these are cost you money and some of them won't. And so here's one. Here's Best Christmas Channel Ever 2017. So I click on that. I want to add it. It asks me to key in a code. I'm not going to show you what my code is. So, and that just syncs it up to my device, and it's adding the channel. It says it's added. We're going to go to the channel, and here it is. So at this point, it's going to be on my chiclets. If I go all the way back to my home screen, and I feature through my tiles that have all my shows and content. There it is right there. So I just click on it, and it's going to take me into this channel. And there's Christmas backgrounds. I'm looking at this category right here. Christmas backgrounds, Christmas television shows, Christmas classics. There's Howdy Doody, Christmas concerts, Christmas radio, Christmas cartoons, Santa Claus, things related to Santa Claus, classic commercials, vintage commercials, toy reviews. So all kinds of goofy stuff that's all related to Christmas, and you can watch all this stuff. And it's all free. It doesn't cost any money. So just something different. Oh, it's from Russia. Wonderful. That must be Clinton hacking us. So we go back. Let's see. Here's a Frosty the Snowman. I was looking at this earlier. It's just an animated Frosty the Snowman stuff. So it's kind of cool. Something different, but it's all free. But that's how to add a channel to Roku. If I want to remove it, I just go to the chiclet. There's an information button. I hit that, and I just say remove channel. And it says you want to remove it, and I say yes. And so the channel's gone. Okay, on the main screen it shows up when the TV is turned on with the Roku streaming device in, and I've got several channels or applications or chiclets installed, and one of them is the Spectrum app, and I've got it configured with my Spectrum account. So I choose that. The app is going to start, and it gives you some information as it's starting the app. It's connected, goes to the last channel I was on. I can go to the guide, and the guide looks similar to what you see on those black boxes or your DVR, and you just rotate through it. So I can switch channels. Looks like the Western Kentucky basketball game is going to display for me, and it's just kind of wild that I can get all this stuff without the cable, and the performance is just as good. So it's kind of neat. Here's some other. This just shows you the recent list of channels I've been to, so I can just choose around them, all using this very simple remote. And that is, so this is without using any of the other stuff available to you on Roku, just your Spectrum account. You get more than you get on those black boxes or DVR boxes, and it's that easy to use, and that is the quality. So I'm very happy with all that. Alright, right here I'm going to show you on my DVR box for Spectrum. I'm getting channel 912, which is CBS now. And if I go to the guide, let's see, that pops up. I'm going to go down to a channel that I don't have access to, and I think it's like 935 or something like that. The Velocity channel. So if I click on Velocity channel, I get that not authorized. All right, I'm downstairs on my TV. I'm using a Roku. There's no cable. I'm watching channel 912, which is HD for CBS Sports. Now if I go to the guide, I'm going to go forward to clicking through my channels, and I think that one channel was like 935 was Velocity, Unique Rides. I click on that, and sure enough, I have access to it here on my ROKU stick. I'm on my Spectrum account, the Spectrum app. Alright, so I just want to show you that you do get additional stuff with Spectrum through Roku that I don't get with my DVR box or any of those black boxes. Now we're talking about the concept of free TV. Okay, when you get one of these streaming sticks, first of all, you got to have an internet provider. So there's a hidden cost there when you talk about free TV. If you don't have an internet provider, you don't get any streaming video, whether it's Roku or Apple or the Amazon Fire Stick. So once you got your internet provider down, then you get into, well, you could have free TV, but it's not current TV. You have to go to all of these different providers and find the shows that you want, install their app, their chiclet, or their tile, and then find out where your show is at. And you can get a lot of free TV, a lot of B movies, a lot of older movies, but you're not going to get any current movies. And you'll get, like, if you install the NBC app, you'll get some NBC stuff. If you install the CBS app, you'll get some CBS stuff. But it's still nothing like Spectrum or cable. To me, it doesn't compete. It doesn't compete with the ease of use. It doesn't compete with the delivery of content. It doesn't have all the shows. It's just not the same. But it's better than nothing. So then people say, well, free TV is not good enough. I need more. So let's get Netflix. Let's get Hulu's. Oh, pay-per-view. I want to pay for this movie because I don't get it on my cable channel anymore. So you keep adding all these expenses. Next thing you know, you could have the same bill that you have for your cable provider. So you got to keep all this, together in front of you when you say, I'm cutting the cable and I'm going to get free TV. It's like, well, you still got to have internet access. You still got to buy the device, the streaming device. That's a one-time cost, no big deal. But then you're going to get the free content. Then you're going to go into a new paradigm of watching TV. Then you're going to have to pay for extras. Oh, I want Netflix, I want Hulu, I want Amazon Prime. You could get a Spectrum account, by the way, for like $30 a month, which gets you limited amount. So you could go from your $200 cable bill down to like a $30 cable bill with Spectrum, but you're going to have limited stuff on that too. So it's something to always keep in mind when you say, I want to cut the cable and get free TV. So keep all that in mind when you go through all this. This is why I bought this ROKU stick just to get into the game, to see what all this is really about, what's all really going on, what's really free and what's not free. And sometimes you get what you pay for. And if it's free, you don't get a whole lot. Sometimes you get a lot and you're surprised. Sometimes you don't get it. So your experience could be totally different than mine. It could be totally different to your neighbors, your coworkers, because we're all unique individuals. So just kind of keep that in mind when somebody complains about their cable, or somebody complains about their streaming device, or somebody loves their cable, or somebody loves their streaming device. Just kind of keep that all in mind. We're all different. We're all individuals. We all have unique requirements and demands. So you need to figure out what best fits your requirements and your demands. Let's talk about the paradigm shift of watching TV with one of these streaming sticks. In the old days, you watch TV, it's 8 o'clock. What's on TV? You put the guide, you flip through what's all on TV. Oh, look, there's a good show, Survivor. I'm going to watch it. So I sat there from 8 o'clock watching Survivor, sitting through all these commercials I've seen 100 times, and it's over. Well, then the next shift was, oh, I got a DVR. So I like watching Survivor, but I'm never home at 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights. So I'm going to DVR it, is a new verb we've added to our language. And then I'll watch it tonight when I get home at 10 o'clock. No stress, no problem. So I'm watching Survivor. I fast forward through all the commercials. I see the show in 45 minutes. I'm happy. Now another paradigm shift's going on. Oh, the streaming stick, you don't really even pay attention to time anymore. You're paying attention to your channel or app and the content. When do I want to watch this show? What content provider has the show that you want to watch, and when does it display it? Well, that doesn't go as easy, because they could have, season 2 of the show you like may be available, but not season 1 or not season 3. So and these are on the free channels, right? So then you say, well, I need more. So you'll buy like Netflix so you can stream the whole series in one weekend, or a whole season in one weekend. But these are things you gotta look out for. It's a different paradigm than what you're used to now when you turn on the TV, okay? So you have to look, you have to install the app to find out which channel you want, or the provider who has multiple channels or content. And so you gotta do a lot of searching to build we call it cherry picking your apps or providers that have the shows or the content that you wanna watch. So you're gonna build your own, it's like Lego bricks for TV shows. And some people like that, and some people don't like that. All right, here we are. This is what you watched the whole video for. What do I think about the product? Here's what I think about the product. I'm going to leave Spectrum. I love the DVR. I love the ease of use of the guide that they have. I love the simplicity. I love that anybody can come in my house and turn on the TV and use it. Whether it's me or Renee or the boys or the in-laws or anybody that comes over, right? However, I will be using the ROKU Streaming Stick on my BTVs, TVs that are in like the basement or the sunroom or that, because the price, you can't beat the price. Like if it's $50 or $70 for your streaming stick, it costs less for that than you would pay for 1 year to Spectrum for that black box. So for my secondary TVs, I'm all in for these streaming sticks. They meet my needs and my criteria for my BTVs, my secondary TVs. So my primary TV, I'm staying with Spectrum. I'm staying with the cable company. I'm not cutting that cable. My secondary TVs, I will not be paying Spectrum any money for those. I'm going to go with the streaming sticks on my secondary TVs. So I'm a hybrid user. I'm not all in on cable, and I'm not all against cable. I'm in cable for my primary TV. I'm in the streaming sticks for my secondary TVs. So that's what I decided to go. The way you decide to go is your own choice, and you can put it down in the comments on what you think about the streaming sticks and the cable. You know, don't rag on the cable companies. I don't want to see it. I'll probably delete those. But if you got something positive to say, just add it to the comments below. And that way everybody can share your experience. If you use another streaming device, go ahead and make a video and put that out there. You could link to it in my comments so other people can see the differences between Roku and the Google Chromecast, the Amazon Fire Stick, the Apple TV. That way other people have other videos they can see to make a comparison on what they might want to do. So that finishes this video on how I went through the process of cutting the cable with the ROKU Streaming Stick Plus. Hopefully you found some useful information in it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you didn't, you can press the dislike button. You can leave comments below. And if you want, you subscribe to my channel, hitting the red subscribe button, and you'll get automatic updates when I add content to my YouTube channel. All right, thanks a lot, and go out there and watch some great TV.